Good morning, children. Hope you are all fine. So today I am going to take up geography, first unit, that is the Earth, our living planet, which this is a continuation of that unit. So I explained about why Earth is called living planet, and next I also told you about the spheres, how we say the directions, okay, northern sphere, southern sphere, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. So about the hemisphere I told, then how the imaginary lines are there, how they are, latitudes I was talking about. So and why southern hemisphere is called as water hemisphere and why northern hemisphere is called this land hemisphere. So all this I explained. Now I was explaining about latitudes. So first, what are latitudes? Latitudes are the imaginary lines which run from east to west. Okay, they are all latitudes. So we have some important latitudes. Which are they? They are equator, 0°. Then we have Tropic of Cancer, 23.5° north, Tropic of Cancer. Then we have here Arctic Circle, that is 66.5 north. Then next we have here North Pole. Then we have here Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5° south. Tropic of Capricorn. Then we have Antarctic Circle, 66.5° south, Antarctic. And we have here South Pole. And together we have 180 longitudes. How many latitudes? latitudes. We have 180 latitudes. And this is 0°. And from north, that is in the north side, other to the northern side of the equator, we are having 90 latitudes, and towards south pole, that is southern side, we have 90 latitudes. So this is total 180 latitudes we have, and the distance between each latitude, okay, the distance between each latitude is 110.4 kilometer. How much? 110.4 kilometer. And so this is the distance. So, and next we have the longitudes. Longitudes run from north to south in a horizontal way. And where these latitudes and longitudes are meeting, that point is called as grids. Longitudes are called as meridians, and they are very useful for us to deter the time. timings, to note down the timings for that one, where the sun rays are falling vertically. Vertically means straight, that is 12 noon. Okay, so these longitudes help us. See, that is all because the earth will be revolving. To complete one rotation, it takes 24 hours. So how this is, and these longitudes help to detect the time, to know the timings. So very accurately you hear, children, and very slowly I'll be explaining, and with interest you see it. It is very interesting to know that. Okay, so now how timings are made. Now what has happened? Now you may be questioning yourself. See, earth one side, now if we are in the eastern hemisphere, so we'll have day now. But where is the other side, that is the western hemisphere of the earth, will have night time, isn't it? So in the opposite direction, because one side it will be facing the sun, so that one will have daytime, and the other side, western side, will have night time, because they are at the back. So it is like it is away from the sun. So that's why they'll be having night. So all this happens, how I'll explain now. So now, suppose now this is the earth, right? And the longitudes, we have 360 longitudes. How many? 360 longitudes. Got it? We have 360 longitudes. So here, so we have these longitudes are also called as meridians. They run from north to south. So here they run in horizontal. And the middle one, mid longitude, that is 181. Okay, that is, this one is known as prime meridian. What it is called as? Prime meridian. And from, that is 0 degree. Okay, so now from to the eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere, we have from 0 to the eastern side, we have 180, and to the western side, we have 180 longitudes. Okay, to the, from here to here we have 180, and from here to here we are having 180 longitudes. And these longitudes, okay, so that the center one is prime meridian, which is also known as Greenwich. Okay, now next, how this is, so all, so I will tell you about the timings. Okay, and from one longitude to the other one, it is 111, the distance between one longitude to other longitude, it is 111 kilometer. But what happens, as and then it is near to the poles, no, the distance will be reducing. So Huh. So here as and then you are going, no? Yeah, this is eastern side and this is western side. So from one longitude to other one, the distance is 111 kilometer, and to face the sun, okay, these rays will fall on the longitude straight, that is vertically the rays will fall. So whichever longitude will come straight, and when the sun is a headlight, that will be 12 o'clock noon. Okay, that will be 12 o'clock noon. And you all know that earth takes 24 hours, 24 hours to complete one rotation. So here each longitude, okay, from this longitude to the next longitude, it is 4 minutes time. To come in front of the sun, no, it will be rotating. So this sun, suppose it is having 12 o'clock, and this ray, this longitude to face the sun, it will take another 4 minutes to come and face the sun. Next, here also to this longitude to face, again it will take 4 minutes. So in this way, when you are going to the eastern side, what happens? It gains 4 minutes. Okay, it gains 4 minutes. So that is EG. It gains 4 minutes. And when it is at the back, suppose here in the prime meridian, it is here it is gaining, as in now this is 12 o'clock. When this will come, it will become 12, 12:04, 12:08, 12, like this, it will be rotating, no? So as and then it will come, it will gain 4 minutes more. Whereas when it is in the western side, after this prime meridian, whatever will be coming, no? This here we have to deduct 4 minutes. So that means here night time, suppose. So we have to deduct 4 minutes. And when we are on the eastern side, we have to add 4 minutes. And when we are to the western side, we have to deduct 4 minutes. So see here the hours, 24 hours. So one important longitude to other one, it is. So 15 degrees are made what you call one longitude to other one. So 15 degrees each. So 15 into 4 is how much? 15 into 4 is 60 minutes. So here the whole longitudes are divided into 24 zones. That is, each zone will have 15 degrees, and into 4 minutes, that is 60 minutes, and 60 minutes into 24. How much? 4 6 and 120, that is 360. See here, 360 longitudes. You got now? You got it, children? See, how many zones we are having? 24 zones. So from one zone to other, it is 15 degrees. From one zone to other, it is 15 degrees. That will be 15 into 4 minutes. 15. 1 minute, one zone. 24 zones are there, no? From one zone to other, there is 1 hour difference, 1 hour. So 1 hour into 24, it is 360 longitudes. That is, it takes the whole earth to rotate itself, to take one rotation, it is taking 24 hours. So here from one longitude, here 15 longitudes are considered as one zone, and to come from this zone to this one, it is 15 degrees, and each longitude will have 4 minutes. So 4 into 15 is 60 minutes. So when we are going to the eastern side to face the sun, we will be gaining the 4 minutes. And when we are at the back to the western side, we have to minus 4 minutes. We have to deduct the time. Suppose see, now I am thinking this is having 12 o'clock noon. Okay, exactly this one. So when I am when this has to face, when this will go there, it will be 12:04. When again this will come, it will be 12:08. When it will go and rotating that time. So next is here 12:12. And whereas I am coming here, when it is exactly at 12 o'clock, here, sorry, I am writing one. So always whichever longitude is facing the sun, exactly vertically rated, there it will be 12 o'clock noon. And this prime meridian, see, this is taken as the center, and suppose this prime meridian is 12 noon. So this longitude will 12:04, then 12:08, here 12:12, like that 4 minutes it will be gaining. When it is here to the western side, it will be 11:46. Sorry, 11:56. Then 11:52. Then again, like that, for 4 minutes you have to deduct. Whereas India, which longitude it is located, no, that longitude is GMT. This is called Greenwich Meridian Time. So we whole world will follow this internationally. This timings is followed, and we all have our local timings. International time is IST. That is different. Timings, and now we have 24 hours timings. But in India, what no, we are following IST. That is in Indian Standard Time, IST. So that is, we are 5 hours ahead of Greenwich time, Greenwich Meridian time. Suppose here it is 12 o'clock noon. So in our this thing, it will be 5 o'clock. India will have 5 o'clock, right? So because we are situated in the eastern hemisphere, that's why. And now IST, it is 82.5 degrees. So what happens, whichever longitude is in the middle longitude of that place will be taken, and that center place timings, whatever it will be, that timings only will become the standard time of the whole country. So each country will have, India is having only one zone, and we are following only that one. That is 82.5 degree east longitude, and it passes through Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh. Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh. So that is the Indian Standard Time. Whereas some few countries which are larger than India, suppose many zones will come. So suppose Russia, it is having 11 zone. So it has 11 standard timings. Like each region will have one time they follow. So in this way, time is followed. Okay. So next we can go to the next one. Now international dateline. Now dates are also, suppose like USA will be 1 day back and we will be 1 day ahead. So how it is calculated? So see children, here no Pacific Ocean. So for the navigators, so we cannot tell that they have to follow one international dateline. Everyone, the whole world, because to for the business to take place and everything correctly, accurate timings and all, we follow international dateline. What is this international dateline? The line is, that is prime meridian. This will cross the Pacific Ocean. Land we cannot take. Land, mid-land we cannot take, because somewhere it is land and the middle Greenwich will pass through the water also. It passes through Pacific Ocean. So for the navigators, suppose aeroplanes and all, as soon as you get into the airport, you have to adjust the timings according to that place. Whatever the clock will be there, no, you have to adjust your watches. But for the navigators who are traveling from water, okay, so for them, what happens? They have set up one international dateline. Suppose they are here, as soon as they cross this line, they have to put up that day's whatever the date of that region, they have to keep that only. If they are crossing this one to the western side, then they have to keep the date of that one. Now international, so the time of this one, the problem of time of the countries of the world had solved the standard time and then the zonal timing. So eastern side we are having 180° and to the western side we are having 180°. So as and then, suppose to here the date, here the date is 23rd, and if you cross this, here we will be following 24th, because first the eastern side will face the sun. So that we have to adjust. So this Pacific Ocean, that is GMT. Okay, this dateline has to be followed accordingly for the navigators. So as soon as we cross this one, international line this is, and this passes through the Pacific Ocean. So when the navigators will cross this Pacific Ocean, there they have to set up the date of that particular regional date. So that is called as international dateline. So one has to follow internationally the same date and the the timings and all. So in this way it is set up. Followed all of you? So next we come. So this was all about children. Now one home assignment I'll give you. You have to write the answers for this. Please update your notes and home assignments and all. And on Mondays you have to come for take the corrections. Now home assignment. Please copy the questions. Yeah, you copy. Why is the earth called living planet? Next, you write, mention the difference between standard time and local time. From the textbook only I have given, that is classwork notes only, you can write. Okay, so this. Now once again I will just recap whatever you have learned. So whole earth, it is called as living planet because it is having a life system on the earth which is supported by the gases like oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Plants and living beings are there, and the gases support them to grow. And even the what you call water is there. It is covered by water, and water cycle is also there. So this helps them to live. And next it is hemispheres. There are four hemispheres, that is northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. And we have drawn some imaginary lines to get to know the distance and the timings of those places and all. So we have latitudes and longitudes. Latitudes are the imaginary lines which run from east to west, that is horizontal, and we are having 180 longitudes, 90 towards the north pole and 90 towards the south pole. And we have longitudes, and they run from north pole to south pole vertically, and we have 360 longitudes, and in the mid 0 degree is called as prime meridian, and we have to the eastern side 180 and to the western side 180. Now to note the timings and all, how we note the time. So as and then it is the earth is moving, the longitudes are towards the eastern side, it gains 4 minutes, and when it is to the western side, calculations will be deducted by 4 minutes. Each longitude will get deducted by 4 minutes. Then wholly all these 360 longitudes are made zonal wise. That is, each zone, 24 zones are there, and in each zone there are 15 longitudes. Each zone will have 15 longitudes. That is, one zone is equal to 15 zones. Like that, 24 zones. So 24 into 15 is 360 longitudes. So when each longitude is having 4 minutes, naturally 4 into 15 is 60 minutes. That is 1 hour. And 1 hour into 24 zones, it is 24 hours. So Earth takes to complete one rotation, it takes 24 hours. And each country will have its own standard time, and even the places also will have its local timings. So standard time of India is in 82.5 degree longitude east is the mid longitude of India, and the latitude Tropic of Cancer, which is the middle one, which passes now, that is the middle place of India, this 82.5 longitude. So it passes through Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh. So we follow the same timings. And whereas Russia and all, 11 zones are there, because it is very wide country and largest country. So 11 zonal timings are followed there. Now next we are having international dateline. As we said, according to timings and all, it will be a great confusion for the navigators what to follow. So that's why the Greenwich meridian which passes, we cannot see the mid land point to be noted and all. So therefore Pacific Ocean is considered as this longitude 0 degree passes through the in Pacific Ocean, and the international dateline, whenever it is into the eastern side, it gains 1 day, and whenever it is to the western side, it loses 1 day. So that is followed internationally. So with this, I end up my class, children. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.